Okay, this is going to be a very awkward video to do, because I don't have any sort of, recording software on my laptop because it's a piece of ass. So I'm just gonna, try and show you how I do my logos on Photoshop. I have like the most ancient version of Photoshop ever. So normally I use a canvas or like new file, and I do 800 pixels by 800 pixels, so it's like a square, as you can see. So that's the base that I use. It's a decent sized picture as well, on the finished thing. So I ain't got a freaking clue what I'm going to Maggie. There we go. So normally I start by finding the base sort of image for the logo, and I've kind of got to get the perfect image because it's crucial. So what I'm just doing is copying the image, because you can do that on a computer. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. So yeah, it's really hard to actually edit stuff one-handed. So as I said, well, to you, the selection tool, I think that's actually what it's called. Elliptical marquee tool. Sorry, my camera's just like really screwing up. So normally it's a rectangular marquee tool, but I normally use a circular one for my draft logos, but we're not going to use that just yet. That little tool is the magic wand tool. It's actually called the magic wand tool, and like the keybind for it is W. So yeah, I've just selected basically all the black background there. Just delete that. You can change the tolerance. Just undo that. So I'm just changing the tolerance so it catches a lot more of the background, but that was a bit too high. My god, this is annoying me now. This has turned into a bit of a disaster. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. This is just an example. It doesn't have to be perfection. Oh, it's going really bad already. Well. Okay. So let's find another picture. One with a less annoying background. Hey, let's use the one that I used for my logo. It's like making my logo again. So yeah, magic wand tool. Get rid of the nasty background. Note to anyone who actually was wondering why this looks like a piece of ass. It is because my laptop is a piece of ass. It's like literally running Windows 8. I was gonna say Windows 10, but it's not even Windows 10. Oh my god. So yeah, I'm much happier with this. So yeah, we've got our image, no background or anything. So go back onto the googly mooglies. Fun background. So yeah, literally whatever you want to do in your draft logo, Google. Google is your best friend, like literally. That looks pretty cool. Let's see if it'll actually copy into Photoshop. Yes, it will. Beautiful, beautiful. So, just okay, in the layer, making sure beginner is on top. Stretching the image up a bit. It doesn't really matter if it overhangs on the sides of the canvas because you're going to be trimming it down anyway. So I've got my selection tool, my circular marquee tool. We're not even going to try with the technicalities. So yeah, it doesn't really matter where you go with that. But then we've got right click, layer via cut, and it has made a new layer. So you just turn the other layer off, or you just delete it in general because you don't need it. So we've got like a basis for our draft logo. I'm on the background. You just make sure you're on the right layer. Retransform, and then make sure your beginner is front and center, or wherever you want to put her. What I normally do with this circular thing, I normally bevel and emboss it, so it's got that nice smooth kind of look. So look, it looks amazing already, if I must say so myself. Sometimes I choose to put a stroke on the edge of it, just any kind of colour, make it stand out a bit, or we can get a gradient going on. So I've got preset gradients on my Photoshop. I'd probably try and use that one maybe. Yeah, that was groovy. And I might up the level of it. That looks pretty cool so far. So, onto the text. So, I think of what my draft name is. Mecha Bunnies. Bunnies. Yeah. And try and get this layout on top as well. Why is that not capital? There we go. At the moment I'm really liking this font that I'm using. I've used it for a couple of my other logos. So what we're gonna do, there is this tool right here, create warp text. It is such an amazing tool. I normally use the arc function. What I want is it to arc lower. So, okay. And we've got like a nice curve going on. And then go to this little F in a circle there. And it's like your blending options and your shadows and bevels, outer glows, inner glows, all that fun stuff. Newer versions of Photoshop do have this same feature, probably better features, but at the moment I'm working with what I got. Normally, because I've got so many preset things on my Photoshop, I just click blending options and then go up to styles, and then these are all my preset ones that I've created. And like, I do try and make unique ones for whoever I'm doing them for, but that is looking pretty lit at the moment, so I'm happy with that. That's pretty much the basic idea of sorry, I took the background off. So yeah, that's the basic idea of how I make draft logos on Photoshop. So it's food for thought for if anyone gets Photoshop and wants to pursue making draft logos. Sorry about the quality of the video. Yeah. So what I normally do is save. So I'll save as not Mega Bunny, Mecha Bunnies. Because I got original one somewhere. And then we save it as again, and we change, because it'll always default save to a Photoshop PSD file. So what we want to actually save as is a PNG file, because that gets rid of the background, it will just show up as a circle. So yeah, save that. If you want to add like little flares and whatnot, if you've got the brushes on Photoshop, you just go to your brush section. I've got a brush which is called, I think it's Cruzier 2. Current brushes, yeah, Cruzier 2, and it's what I do to put little flares and little bits of sparkle to it. You can find a lot of Photoshop brushes on Brush Easy, which is what I normally use if I need to do stuff like that. Like on my other computer, which I don't have at the moment, I have so many brushes because I have Photoshop CC or CS something, one of the newer ones. This is like Photoshop 7, so it's like friggin' Windows XP. But yeah, as you see, I'm just adding a few bits of flair to it, and that looks perfection. So yeah, so we just save it again, and then save as again, PNG file. The only thing with PNG files on certain phones, mobile devices, whatever, you get a white background on some of them. I've noticed on iPhones, when people save the images that I make, they end up being okay, this is actually bugging me. Select all. Can I change that? Sorry, it's bugging me because it's off center. Yeah, with iPhones, I found that the actual image has a white background on it, and I am not very happy with it. Sorry, I'm getting a bit frustrated. Okay, so I'm a bit confused why my Megana's got a weird face. I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, well, basically that's that. Save it as a PNG. You can save it as a JPEG, but as I say, with the iPhone saving the pictures, it leaves a background. So yeah, I'm happy with that. It's actually on centre now, but I'm not very happy with how McGinn actually looks, because she looks a bit crappy. But yeah, that's it. I'll stop talking now. Enjoy the vid. Bye.